Welcome back to another anime review. Today we're reviewing episode 3 of Inuyashiki. Holy shit, it was hype. I'm Justin.
How's it going? I'm Logan.
Together, we're Couch Talk. Before we get into this episode, first I want to say, again, we are anime viewers only. Many others coming here are as well, so no spoilers down below. No confirming or denying of theories unless we're stupid and said something that was clearly in the episode that we didn't notice. You gotta cover our bases.
Exactly. Ignore my dark room. My light burnt out and I don't have light bulbs. We're given a different scenic effect.
It's spooky Halloween time.
Ooh.
Alright, getting into this episode. So, episode 2 left off with him and Inuyashiki, Hiro and Inuyashiki, and a confrontation.
Right, they had this standoff, this stare down.
Yes. Episode 3 picks up basically right where they left off.
So, I thought this was funny because Hiro's like, what are you? And then Inuyashiki approaches him, and Hiro just dips, straight up flies away.
Yeah, it's because I feel like he doesn't have the emotional capacity to handle something that doesn't go his way, and he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, we
see it in episode 2 when he's not there emotionally how to handle things that don't go his way, because when he kills the woman, he says that's too quick, and he takes out his frustration by shooting her several extra times. I'm kind of taking that away as a way when something doesn't go how he wants, he doesn't know how to handle it.
Right. I was hoping for at least a small confrontation, but I think that was probably the best way to handle it. Just
bails. He's
just don't.
Wait, this doesn't make sense. I'm gonna go reevaluate what's going on.
Gosh.
And after he dips, we go back to him at school. He's just kind of pondering about the old man. His friend Ando still was not there, so we go back to him at Ando's house, which is the next little important thing that comes up.
Yeah, this is where we learn that not only does these cyborg type people, I don't know what to call them yet, not only can they destroy everything, they also have healing powers.
So Ando has a cut on his finger, and Hiro just grabs around it and heals it, and he's like, yeah, if I wanted to, I could heal cancer, I could do all these wonderful things, but
which is kind of messed up. He's like, yeah, I could be like a savior, and he's basically like, nah, I'd rather go kill families. It's like, Jesus, dude.
It's more, I feel like he only looks for self-gratification and benefit,
right?
That he doesn't actually care to go help other people.
He doesn't,
which gives him that complete opposite contrast of Inuyashiki.
Yeah, exactly. This episode was very good at putting them at two separate ends of personality, or at least their way of viewing the world or thinking. Hiro just pretty much wants to do whatever he wants. He doesn't care about killing people or whatever. And then Inuyashiki just wants to save people. He wants to help as many people as he can. And it's weird because killing kind of makes Hiro feel alive, but saving people makes Inuyashiki feel alive.
Yeah, so they're doing really good at setting up an antagonist and a protagonist and how they're perfect opposites.
Yeah.
When you boil it down, they're actually they're similar. It's just they have a different way of outlook at it.
Right.
So they're
even their characters in general. One's a young and one's super old. They did a really good job at showing opposites, and they did it well.
So after we learn that he can heal, we go to basically a group of thugs cutting in line to get a taxi.
Yeah.
And this I don't know why this guy thought to say something to these dudes.
Yeah, but this show just shows everyone in Japan is just, they're rude. First the kids, now these guys. It's God, come on.
They're wannabe Yakuza, man. But the businessman's like, can you wait your turn in line? And they're like, you know what? We're not taking this taxi anymore. We're taking you out back to kill you.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
luckily, Inuyashiki is there to see this, and I love this scene so much because he goes back there. The guy's begging for his life, like, I'll give you money, and Inuyashiki has no idea how to fight. He's never fought in his
Yes,
life.
that's what I really liked about this.
So he's basically going into this situation as somebody who's never been in a fight before. Like, if you've never fought, you're not really gonna know how to fight, and that's why this approach to the scene is just so well executed. It's perfect. Like,
Yeah, he
he's
just
like, don't worry, just run. I'll protect you. He knows he's safe because he's got this. He's a robot,
yeah,
so he
he
can actually
basically
do this.
knows he can't be harmed.
So he knows he can protect this guy, and it's just the scene. Like, I was laughing the whole time, but it's so true to how it would be for an old man who's never fought. He's just out there flailing his arms around like a crazed maniac.
Yeah,
But because he's a robot, his punches are so hard that it just launches these thugs.
right. He doesn't even have to fight well. He just needs to land one hit and it just knocks him out. Like, it was funny, but it made a lot of sense and was actually it's better than him just showing up and like
Being a
Jackie
badass.
Chan whooping all their ass. It was like
I just love it because like the first guy goes up to him and he actually just kind of grabs and just flips the dude like 20 times in the air, and the other people are like, what just happened
yeah,
there?
they're like, what?
Like, how did he do that? They just like, all right, we have to kill this old man as well. But Inuyashiki being a robot saves the day.
Yeah.
It's just one of my favorite scenes I've seen in a while, actually, for like any anime. Just because you don't really often see one where it takes the approach of someone who's never fought
Right.
and do it
Usually
so well. Like
usually
this.
the protagonist is like already a fighter or at least knows somewhat of fighting. You can tell this guy hasn't even probably tried to hit someone in his life. Like, he's just a
Yeah, that is.
peaceful old man.
He is a peaceful old man. So that's that scene, and then we get to him. He decides, hey, I'm gonna look around for more people to save, because that's what he wants to do in his spare time, is just help people. That's what has him going, makes him feel human.
Right.
And he hears these people in this fire, but he's trying to learn how to fly to get there, because he saw Hero fly, and he's like, well, Hero's the exact same as me.
Right.
So I have to have similar powers, similar build, which are probably the exact same.
Most likely. Also, he kind of said, like, hey, I can't, like, because it was a burning house he was going to, saving a family, and he was basically like, I can't be, like, slow again, referring to...
Yes. When Hero killed the others.
Yeah, so I like how he's like, I gotta do anything I can. I'll learn to fly. I'll drive or fly straight into the ground. I can't be hurt. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna keep going.
I love it because he's trying to figure out how to fly, looking for a switch, but because he's still kind of learning. Whereas Hero, he doesn't need to use any switches, so he's already connected with his mind to his body. And Inuyashiki's still trying to figure it out. And I love how he uses, like, when he started saying his little chant, like, he was brave, gentle, and wise, I was like, wait, that's so familiar. He's like, Astro Boy. I was like, oh, that's why. I fucking loved Astro Boy as a child. Like, it was my jam. I played the video games. The video games were great. I think I only saw bits and pieces of the actual original anime, cartoon, whatever you want to call it at that point in time.
Yeah.
But Astro Boy is one of my childhood loves. So it was great for them to, this 58-year-old guy in this Inuyashiki just doing an old throwback to Astro Boy.
Even that, I feel like
fly.
even that small detail is like, that's an older anime like Inuyashiki, and One Piece is kind of like new and ongoing. I do like, we checked out the subreddit discussion for this, and I do like how someone was like, Last week we learned what One Piece fans do in their free time. Now we learned what Astro Boy fans do in their spare time.
That's pretty great. That's great. Look, and that's another different taking thing. Like Astro Boy's all about. He was like a machine, all about helping people. So that's another glimpse into Inuyashiki as a person.
Right. And then we
And
go
he does
to
learn how to fly. He gets there.
yeah. He saves them. Thank God. I don't
Yes.
like all these deaths.
Like, please get there in time. He's so happy he gets there, and I like, and he's not doing it for fame or glory or anything. He's like, please don't tell anyone about me.
Yeah.
Don't tell the cops. Like, he just wants to do it to help people because that makes him feel alive.
Right. And then we go to the opposite side of the spectrum, back to Hiro at school, and his friend
Yes,
Ando.
Hiro finally gets Ando to come. Yes.
Yeah, Ando finally shows up to school, and what do you know? His bullies are waiting for him. Bunch of
bullies, man.
Bunch of assholes.
Like, and this is true. They are just assholes, and they're like everyone in the school is just kind of like in the classroom is just kind of watching them. They're scared of these guys. These guys are the hardcore bullies that nobody wants to mess with.
And there's like 8 of them. So how you gonna fight all 8 of them?
I think there's like 4 or 5 or yeah. Yeah, you don't want to mess with. They're big guys. They're tall. They're not.
Right. They were towering over Hiro and his friend.
Yes. Yeah, there's 5 of them in the scene. It looks like for sure. But it's like I'm surprised they don't really know who Hiro is if he's Ando's friend, because like they kind of react to him like, "Who are you?" I think it's just because everyone else normally stays out of their way, and he's like, "What are you, gay or something?"
It's like, dude,
damn, dude.
he's just sticking up for his friend, you dick.
And this is where
I
was getting really scared during this scene. I was like, is Hiro just gonna snap in the classroom?
That's what I thought, because his eyes, like
they're just
he lost like
cold.
his soul. Like he looked like straight up, I'm killing everyone here. Look, I'm like,
yes,
oh
but
my.
he controls himself and just kind of squeezes the guy's arm. He probably just crushes the bone. Like the guy thinks it's broken.
He probably like shattered his wrist.
But he's like, all right, you guys you're gonna say you're asshole maggots or whatever. Ass maggots, I think, or something like that. And he's like, yeah, ass maggots. And he's like, get out of here. And like the bully's friends have like no idea what's going on, which it's pretty simple to tell what's going on. This guy is holding this dude down in major pain. Like, they're like, oh, why are you being so scared? Like, the bullies are being bullies to their bully. Like,
it's just an endless cycle.
It's an endless cycle, yeah. And they're like, oh, you better come to the roof after school.
Yeah.
It's
okay,
like,
this next part is, I did not see it coming, to be honest.
I did not either. Because, like, we go back to them outside.
Yeah.
And Hiro's like, oh, you want to go up on the roof to check, see if they're there? Like, it's like, well, Hiro, because he's a robot, I know he knows they're either up there or they're not. I thought they'd be up there.
That's what I thought. I assumed like maybe they're gonna have a confrontation up there, and then he might like kill one. Like, or I don't even know. I thought there'd be like another confrontation up top.
Yeah, I figured he'd go up there and kill them all because they were like, come to the. I figured the main guy would be probably scared because he got his arm basically broken, and the others would be up there.
Right.
Because the way he says, like, you want to go up on the roof to check, makes it seem like they're actually up there.
Yeah.
But they go up there, no one's on the roof, and he hands Ando binoculars. He's like, look out there. Ando's just looking around his binoculars, sees some random people, and then you hear Hiro go, bang, bang.
Yeah. He's like, bang,
he's like,
bang, bang,
more,
bang.
more to the right, bang, bang. And he looks over, and he just shoots all the bullies.
Yeah, he just killed all. I was like, are you serious? Like, first of all, Hiro's bang is now like chilling. Every time he says it, it's like, oh.
Yeah, it's like,
it's just like,
is he using it? Is he not?
That's what
At first I was like, did he actually shoot someone?
That's what I thought he was just.
There's no one there.
I thought he was messing around, like just making like bang, making a joke. Like, I know he's capable of using his bang gun, but I thought like he was making a joke to his friend, but no, he's like, oh look, I literally killed them all.
Yeah, he just shoots them all, and then we get an even darker glimpse into Hero. He's like, I think this is the scene where he's like, yeah, I can see a kilometer away. I can shoot up to like 25 kilometers away.
Yeah, he's basically showing the full capabilities of this.
I can tap into all the police radios. And he's like, oh, and if I wanted to, I could launch all the nukes.
Yeah. No biggie. And let me rob this ATM real fast. Like,
to be fair, I might rob an ATM myself, but I don't know what kind of ATM holds that much cash in it, where you can just
for real
have billions come out. Like, oh, look at all this cash. That's not suspicious at all. Like,
yeah, we basically learn that they can do pretty much anything they want, and actually.
Yeah. Like, it's Hero basically already knows everything he can do, whereas Inuyashiki, keeping it in the balance as perfect opposites, still hasn't figured out everything.
Hero's like an expert at his suit, and Inuyashiki's has to learn pretty much everything. But we do get Ando, who's Hero's friend, is basically like, holy shit, this is messed up. Like, I can't do this anymore. And to be honest, I thought he was gonna kill him just cause.
I knew he wouldn't, just because he's his only like one of two human contacts in emotions, like emotional contacts. He's got his mother, and he's got Ando.
Yeah. Do you think when he said just don't skip school anymore, okay? Do you think that was a threat, or do you think he was just still being friendly?
I feel like it's a bit of both, because. Again, he has a strong connection to Ando. He's always there with him. He's been trying to look out for him. He's his best friend. He thought that was, in his twisted way, he thought that was the best way to help protect his friend. But his friend, Ando, he obviously thinks it's fucked up to just kill people.
Right.
So he's like, hey, I need you to not kill people. I can't be friends with you.
Hero seems to lack like a moral compass. Like,
yes.
He thinks nothing he does is wrong, which... It obviously is. Everything he mentioned, like, it's funny how everything he mentioned was bad. He didn't mention like, oh, I could, well, he did briefly how he said I can cure cancer or something. But like when he was talking about it, like talking it up, it's like, oh, I can shoot people from this far away. I can launch nukes. I can do all this. Like, I bet you if you asked if Inuyashiki had knowledge of what Hero does,
he'd be like, oh, I can go into a flaming building. I can go.
Yeah, like, you know, I can save people. I can cure their sickness. I can heal their wounds. He probably wouldn't mention anything about killing people. I know he wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. And this next scene is, again, a glimpse of the opposite. And Inuyashiki's walking, and a cat gets hit by a car. And this, he doesn't care just about human life. He cares about all life.
Exactly.
And that's how good of a person he just is.
Right.
And he saves the cat, and he's like, wait a minute, if I can save this cat, what else can I do? Like, who else can I save? And he instantly goes to the hospital to basically cure cancer patients and other patients that are having cardiac problems and all this.
The second he learned he could heal people, straight to a hospital, because he knows he could save the most people there. I bet you the first time Hero learned he could heal people, he's like, oh, okay, I guess I can.
It was probably himself.
Yeah,
and then
even if he even gets hurt anymore. Like,
yeah, if he can even get hurt anymore, exactly.
I like how they jumped back and forth. It's like Inuyashiki saving people, Hero killing people, Inuyashiki learning how to heal, Hero talking about how much fucked up shit he could do, like
how much destruction he can cause. And then we get to the ending. Like, holy shit, this ending. Dude. I think this is where he just realizes Ando doesn't really want to be friends with him. He's frustrated.
Yeah.
He's just one of his last few emotional connections he has with humans
basically shunned him.
Yes, it's shattered. It's not there anymore. He's frustrated. He doesn't know how to deal with it. Kind of like I was saying in the beginning, how he doesn't know how to deal with something not going his way. It happened again. and he's frustrated. He doesn't know how to take it out. He's walking by this house. He hears this dog just barking over and over, and he's like, "God damn it, shut the fuck up!" And he just
Yeah.
goes back, shoots the dog first, just instantly opens up the door, walks in. Like, it's not even like his other killings that he's been doing.
This
where
one
he's
was chilling because it kind of brought you back to his other killing, and you're like, holy shit, he just casually does this in like 10 seconds. He shoots the dog. I think there was even a crying child in the building at one point.
I think there was a child, yes.
And like, cause you just hear this sinister one word, bang, 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 and you're like, oh my god. Like, this scene honestly came out of nowhere. Like, I did not expect this at all. Like, well, like, I'm not surprised that he did it, but like, I thought we got through all the killing this episode. Nope. He's like, let me just do one more round of.
It's all because of the frustration he's dealing with losing Ando. Like, what's so much different from this one than the other ones is it's pure frustration. He just goes in there, instantly kills them. Whereas I think with all his other kills, like we saw in the last episode, there is kind of a method to it. He was taking his time, trying to feel alive, I guess, in his mind.
Yeah.
This one, he doesn't do it to try to feel alive or get any emotional, like, feelings out of it. It's just frustrated killing, and he kills them all in like 3 seconds and just splits. Like,
yeah, like the simplicity and creativeness of it was very effective. Like, you're just like, it just left you like, holy shit. Like,
exactly. And then this cliffhanger is one of the craziest cliffhangers I've seen in a while. Like, this is how you do a cliffhanger. Like, he's pointing his gun at 2 children running, and the episode ends.
It's like he's kind of contemplating. He's like,
I feel like this is where it opens up for predictions. Like, does he kill him or does he not? What are you thinking?
I'm gonna say yes. I bet you the next episode opens up with like, bang bang, and then it like cuts to the opening or something. Like, you'll like replay this scene and it'll be like, bang bang.
I have a feeling that he doesn't kill him. I think it's gonna go to him having memories of his childhood with Ando.
Oh, that makes sense, because it was two young boys.
Yeah, so I feel like it's gonna go back to his one emotional connection with Ando. So,
do you think that will piss him off more? Like, he remembers him and Ando, like how close they would be, and then he's like, now he doesn't want anything to do with me. Do you think that will like frustrate him more, or do you think that will like calm him down?
I don't know if it will calm him down. I don't think it will make him more frustrated, though. I think he's gonna try to connect it somehow to, like, maybe One Piece. There might be some conflict in there between friends, and he might try to somehow connect it to that. I feel like because his connection is still strong with Ando, even though Ando cut it off, he might not accept it yet. Which, obviously, he doesn't quite accept it. That's why he's taking out his frustration on people. And I feel like it's just going to be another internal strife he's going to deal with.
That makes sense. Do you want to jump into the ratings?
All right, we can do ratings. I'll go first this time. I'm giving it a 9. I think, or should I give it a 9.5? It's in there. I'll give it a 9.3. First of all, there's so much good content in this episode. There's no downtime, like, whatsoever. It's just all connected. Like you were saying, one scene we got Hiro killing people, the next scene we got Inuyashiki saving people, learning he can heal. Like, they keep bouncing back and forth between these perfect opposites, and I love it when shows have characters that are going through internal conflict, which they're both doing right now, like trying to figure out what makes them human, what makes them feel alive. Hiro, this episode we get a lot of internal conflict with Ando breaking off his one of his last few connections. We got uh, Inuyashiki still trying to figure out what he can do to save everybody, and he's going through this issues of him not being able to save people, and it's kind of taking a toll on him. But now that he's starting to figure out how to fly, we see him that he's finally becoming happier as a person, that he's able to save more and more people. And overall, just the emotional conflict in this episode is just so overwhelming, and it's always tense, and it keeps you in it, and you're always expecting, hey, what's next? And like I said, this has like a perfect cliffhanger.
Right. I'm probably gonna give it a 9. It was just super compelling, the entire episode. Like every scene had like a purpose. It felt like it was just so solid. Like the very first episode, I was like, oh, all right, that's pretty neat. I wonder where we'll go from here. I did not expect this. Like it's so unexpected, but it's executed so well. Like the characters, their development they're having is just so perfect. Like it's very concise, because we basically only have 2 characters, 2.5 if you count Ando. Like a show just about 2 characters, you'd think it's like, oh, that doesn't seem too great, but this show's like, it just contrasts them so perfectly. It's super good right now. I'm really excited for the next episode.
Yeah, I'm just curious if, because it's what, 11, 12 episodes, if this is going to be the full of it, and it actually goes through this whole, because the pace is really good. Like right now, I feel like it's moving at a quick pace, where I feel like it could be like a perfect 11 episodes,
right,
and just wrapped up very well. Or if we're going to see more seasons down the line.
We know that Inuyashiki is going to have to confront this person eventually, which is going to be interesting, because he doesn't.
And it's just them too. Like I don't feel like that's something you can just keep dragging out.
Right. Like the first one was kind of like a teaser, but I feel like the next one's going to be probably the first official meeting and the last official meeting, depending on.
Yeah, so you're thinking they're going to meet up like twice.
Yeah, like, well, I'll count that first meetup as their first meetup, and the second one will probably be, well, I don't know, actually. They might cross paths briefly.
I think we're going to have, these are predictions here. I think their next meeting won't have a conclusion, but I think their next meeting will be at the school or something with Inuyashiki with his daughter.
I was going to say, I bet you, like, his daughter, like, dates him or something, or goes on a date with him, and then Inuyashiki's going to see them together, and he's going to be like, because he won't be able to confront him there, because he'll be with his daughter, so he's going to be like, oh shit, like, this is that killer, because he knows he's a killer. He literally walked in the crime scene. I feel like it's gonna be super good.
And then I think after that, it's gonna be the final conflict.
Yeah,
that's what I'm hoping for. But all right, I think that does it for this review. Have anything else you want to add on?
No, that's it.
All right, so thank you guys for sticking around. Be sure to
give us the spiel.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them the good spiel. Give us that like, give us the subscribe. Support's been great lately, and be sure to comment, leave feedback, have some great discussions down there. Discussions have been really good lately. Be sure, again, no spoilers, no confirming or denying of predictions, theories, anything of that nature, because there's a lot of anime viewers only. Not everyone knows the source material, like us. We don't.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and share, and that will do it for this review. So until next time, peace out.
See you.